Whenever you're ready, brother.
Hello, this is Mike from the Ataris, and I'm here today at Riot Fest on Saturday, but we play tomorrow on the Rebel stage at 2:30 p.m.
Awesome. And for anybody catching you for the first time, which I find that really hard to happen,
Right?
how would you describe the Ataris in one sentence?
I would say a rock band with punky beginnings.
Yeah, that's a great way. And So Long in Astoria still resonates 20 plus years later. What lyric or moment from that record surprises you with its staying power?
I think that the title track really is So Long Astoria. I mean, I think my singer Chris is his lyrics are so visual, right? There's something that they're timeless and they're not just kind of cliche in the moment or a period of time. Those lyrics can resonate with people for the rest of time. That's what I love about my band is I think that we've done a really good job of making our mark on music, and it will go on long after we're gone.
I really agree with that 100%, man. And when you craft a short festival set, what's the North Star? Nostalgia, energy, or storytelling?
It's all three, really, right? I think our band is based on storytelling, so that's got to be it. I mean, there's plenty of bands out there that do well that aren't there to tell a story, but definitely my band is. My
Oh,
band
yeah.
is, and we're playing the So Long Astoria record in its entirety tomorrow, and so we are telling the story of that album, which is basically a concept album about the memories you make and trying to make the best memories you can in the moment.
Well, hey, man, great answer. And The Boys of Summer, which is, one of those songs that I'm sure you get asked about, talked about to a point where you're like, but becoming a signature moment, how do you guys keep that song fresh after so many years on
Well,
stage?
it's funny because Boys of Summer is like this, used to be a love hate thing
Yeah.
for us, like you kind of alluded to, but now it's become a gratitude love. As I grew older and I learned about meditation, transcendental meditation, and things like that, I became thankful, grateful for these great moments in my life. And instead of wondering, why or how Boys of Summer, after all the records we put out, I just became grateful that I always say that song found us, right?
Yeah, yeah.
It's not like we found it and decided to cover it. It found us, me and my singer, one night in a truck stop, came over the loudspeaker. We started talking about it. It evolved into this thing that's still going, now 20 years later. And so for us, Boys of Summer is beautiful, and it's something that is fresh because we keep it fresh. We make it beautiful every night. We play it. I take a moment in that song especially and try to close my eyes and like be in the moment. Very similar to what So Long a Story is about, and to realize I am thankful and grateful that I have this in my life.
Yeah. Hey, man, I'm thankful to have that song in my life too, man. It's one of those songs that I feel like a lot of people, even if it's a first time listener at this day and age, they're like, holy shit, man. Like, where'd this come from? You know what I mean?
It's funny. We signed to a new management company about a year ago, and what's been amazing is they pulled up Boys of Summer on this website that they have that shows radio stations across the country and how often they're playing a song. And Boys of Summer gets played an average of 2 times a day, mostly during the summer, but it averages out on almost every alternative radio station in
Yeah.
America, as well as classic rock stations now, which makes us pretty wild. We think that adult alternative, lots of different radio stations, top 40 are playing that song.
Hmm.
So its staying power is a testament to itself.
Definitely, definitely. And a testament to your guys' work and your creativity, really. And what's one song that gets a bigger reaction live now than it did back in the day when it first came out?
Um, Definitely the song "The Hero Dies" in this one. It's an obscure song off the record, but we love to play it. All of us wrote that song together, and so it's part of our set every night. And it gets a really big reaction, which was sort of something we didn't even play in the first ten years after we released Astoria. So.
Oh,
It's
cool.
a great song.
That's cool. And every tour throws curveballs, as you know. Has
Right.
there been a curveball this tour that like hit really hard that you were able to grab and just throw right back into the world?
There's always something. As we get older, we have more things like kids. You have a child. I have a couple, and just getting everybody on the same page and family settled and the shows. There's always curveballs. I'm the tour manager as well as the bass player, and so it's up to me to handle those curveballs.
Yeah.
But they come from every angle. There's one every night.
Yeah.
I'll tell you that. This next one is probably tomorrow rain. Let's hope it doesn't rain, but that's part of the fun is the challenge. That's why I took on in our adult more growing up era of the band. I took on the job of tour manager because I realized nobody cares as much as we do.
Yeah.
And so I wanted to handle everybody's needs the best I could, and paying somebody to do that wasn't really doing that was a moot point.
Mm.
So I try to take care of everybody the best I can, and I'm pretty good at it.
Hell yeah. And any non-musical influences that you can think of?
Well, non-musical is definitely writers. I love to write myself. So, Kerouac is a big influence. Douglas Coupland, who wrote Generation X and Life After God. So there's a lot of writers that influence me tremendously in my life.
And is there a post-ritual set that actually works for you guys?
I think post ritual is that we just we not really. I don't think post is a thing. Not post. I think before we play, all of us definitely warm up, stretch, make sure that we're ready, have a chat with each other. I think that's more important than the post. I think when you're past it, it's over. You're like, woo.
You guys are OGs at this point.
Yeah,
You're like, the
yeah.
post is us
Yeah.
getting off the stage.
Yeah, getting off the stage. That's right.
And pop punk has gone through waves since the 90s. Where do you feel Ataris sit in the 2025?
That's that. I was just talking to the guy in Hit Parader about this. Is that pop punk is one of these rare genres that have come back, right? You didn't see hair metal go have its peak in the 80s and then come back in the 2000s, right? The thing about pop punk is that pop punk is the kids like it now. The kids like Green Day. They like Weezer. They're out here supporting us. They're buying Ataris records, and so to see this second wave is incredible. And this is why we're all here at Riot Fest right now and at Aftershock next week. And we're playing with Blink next week and Alkaline Trio and in Sacramento. And I just think the kids know what's authentic. And that's why there's been a resurgence.
Right. And after the Riot Fest and after Aftershock, what's next?
So we're going to Canada with MXPX. We have lots of weekends with MXPX coming up. We have Boise, Idaho, Bend, Oregon. We have Montreal and Quebec. We have a headlining show where we're doing So Long Astoria in Boston. And then next year, the new record comes out in March. First record in 17 years, as well as touring cool places, which is what we try to do as older, wiser, that we always wanted to bring our music to. We just did Alaska for the first time. We want to do South America, Indonesia, back to Australia and Europe, of course, those kind of things.
Hell yeah, man. Any final thoughts?
No, I just want to say thank you for the interview. Thank you for liking our band, and we'll see you soon.
Hell yeah. Thank you so much for your time, brother.